This is just a simple screencast to walk through some simple tips on how to organise your navigation. This will be very easy for subjects within the Faculty of Business. We've had an Interact2 template since we've had Interact2, and so we already have a way of organising our navigation in a fairly consistent way. You'll see the template right here. So we've got the home, getting started at the top. We've got a section for subject community, section for learning content and activities, and a section for additional CSU support. Each of those sections are broken up by dividers, and that makes it really easy for students to come in and find what they need. Of course, the items in these sections in the learning content activities as well as in subject community are going to change and going to be very different for each subject. That's not what's important. Variety is great, and that's exactly what we want in those sections. Each subject has to be set up in very different ways. But what we really want is to make sure that the sections are fairly similar, that these kind of things, the additional CSU support that's available to students know where to go to that in every single site. So what I'm going to do now is go over to another site that doesn't have it organised in this particular way and just do a quick makeover. Very, very quick makeover, and not a complete makeover, but just to show what it might look like. Okay, so if I go up into the plus section, I'm going to add a subheader. I'm going to say subject community. Now that's going to automatically come down the bottom, but I can easily bring that up the top here. Now, putting that subject community section in there is a really good idea, because what it does is it means that I can put everything in relation to the kinds of interaction that's happening in my subject in that space. I'm just going to move all my hidden links here right down the bottom just to get them out of the way. Now my subject outline would usually come in above that, and I'm going to want a little bit of a divider there. So I'm going to click on the plus again, add a divider. There we go. And I'm just going to put it in here. Okay, so under the subject community, I'm going to have my announcements. I'm going to have the content information. Content is down here, so I'm going to move that down the bottom again. And discussions. Okay, so now I'm going to have another section called Learning Resources and Activities. I'm going to create a subject. So I'm going to keep this consistent with how we're doing this, and I'm using these terms simply because this template is now going to be adopted right across the institution. So it makes sense to start using that now. Oops, where am I? Gone too far. There we go. Learning, content and activities. I think that's what it was like. Learning, content and activities it was. Submit. Okay, again, just moving that up. And I'll put in another divider. Moving that, oops. Just got to grab it in this little yellow area. And I'm going to put all of the assessment information and evaluation information in that area as well. And that navigation is looking a lot better already. Clearly you can go straight up to your outline. You can see where the interaction is going to happen within your subject community. You can see where your core learning content and activities are, and it's pretty well organised. Now you might want to add the additional CSU support pages if you're not from the Faculty of Business. If you do want to do that, just give me a call or send me an email and I'll help you out with that one. All right, that's about it. Thanks very much.